get into a state where he'd be agitated and angry because that's what he needed in the scene. And of course he apologized, and it's sort of tricks that actors do, and you kind of have to respect them. What you don't respect is if they're a nightmare through the whole movie, and certainly these actors were not that at all. The tears in Ria's eyes are real, the little girl, and we stole that shot. She started crying because she was upset that this was the last shot that she had in the movie, and she was sad about it. And those are real tears. She's upset, and we just sort of got it. And she's a little method actress. I think she kept crying knowing that we were going to film it. It'd be interesting to see if she follows a career in acting because she's so good, especially since we didn't really have much time at all. Usually with children, you try and give yourself a lot of time, but we didn't have it with her. This is a shot with 5 people in it. It's a little absurd that they're all 5 in the shot, though I really like it. I wish I didn't do a zoom in here. I think I was zoom crazy. But I do like the when you have more than 2 people in a shot, you can start having interesting framing. On my film Mexico City that I did 2 films after this with Robert Patrick, Stacey Edwards, I had a number of scenes with 4 or 5 people, and I purposely had more people in the scene so I could have these weird configurations of people. I like it. By the way, that cop who just kicked the door and said I'm going upstairs is the cab driver who loaned us his cab for one line in the movie, and that was his line. He got to say I'm going upstairs, and he got to kick the door. I think this is absurd that she's in this box, this Christmas present, because it looks like she's barely tied up, and you have to wonder why she didn't just get out of that box. I think that worked in the script. It was great in the script, but in real life, in a movie, it didn't quite work. And usually on a bigger movie, you would notice that, and you take the time to change it. But when you're shooting something so fast, I didn't even realize it. I mean, we were just sort of shooting, and it wasn't until much later when I was cutting, I'm like, man, that sucks. I wish I could go back and redo it. But you couldn't, and you have to sort of live with these things, and, what can I tell you? And I also, later in this scene, you sort of see her tattoo on her neck, not Ruby's, but Nicole's, and of course it's a newly given tattoo, supposedly, and it's not bloody or scabby or anything, and that was a mistake as well. But it is what it is, and it is effective in its own way. This scene at the house now, where his ex-wife closes the door on him, is homage, of course, to the end of Godfather, when the door is shut on Diane Keaton. Such a powerful moment, and sort of the same thing, which is he got his daughter back, but he's certainly not going to be part of her life if his ex-wife can help it. When Amber shows up and sings this Christmas song to him, the song song she's singing is actually a song that Rolf composed just for the movie On the Sly, what a Christmas tree means to me. And it's actually quite a good tune, and we kept joking that it'll probably be the biggest success of the whole movie. It'll become a Christmas standard. Not that Mercy is the type of movie to be shown right after It's a Wonderful Life, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I really, really appreciate you listening to this DVD commentary. As I've said more than once, this was a labor of love project. And when you look at that credit roll at the end and you read those names and you see those thank yous, they really mean something. Usually in movies, those thank yous at the end are just something that they have to do. But the people we thank in this movie, they really gave their time or their money or their love and appreciation, and able to allow us to make this movie. And it's not an easy film, and it's not sort of a normal $50,000 movie with 3 people in a room talking about their love life, or 3 people lost in a forest attacked by ghosts. I mean, this is a movie with 22 speaking roles in 30 locations, and it was a huge undertaking for everyone involved, and many of whom I've worked with since, because a real friendship was made. Anyway, thank you very much.